2:26.
Hey, didn't see you there. What's Youth for Global Change? Good question. Jamaica Self-Help has gathered a group of young activists committed to the eradication of all forms of poverty and inequality. We call this action team Youth for Global Change.
So what does Youth for Global Change do? This year, we've been shaking things up and finding new ways to approach poverty. We began discussions at our Building a Movement conference in November.
Building a Movement, BAM, is an annual youth activist retreat planned and hosted by Youth for Global Change. The goal is to bring together youth from the Peterborough area to discuss social, political, and environmental issues that concern them and to promote ideas and solutions for positive change. In November, the 4th annual Building a Movement conference happened at Camp Kawartha. The weekend began with a local history lesson. Participants learned about Nogajiwanong, commonly known as Peterborough. Keynote speakers Rael O'Malley of Witness for Peace and Michael Sacco of Choco Soul talked about working with social justice organizations. Workshops hosted by community artists and activists offered practical action tactics including facilitation, nonviolent direct action, anti-oppression, theater, poetry, and media.
In the following meetings, we focused on the topic of poor bashing and explored this through theater and spoken word. To raise community awareness, we then planned and hosted Art as Activism. The event consisted of spoken word poetry, a keynote talk from Rochelle Sauvé from Food Not Bombs, and an interactive art space.
We held a discussion led by Youth for Global Change members unpacking the concept beggars can't be choosers. The entire evening culminated with an inspired open mic.
Realizing that the media has such a vital role in shaping community awareness, the Youth for Global Change team is currently working on 3 video projects and facilitated a make-your-own media zine making workshop at Global Youth Day. This summer, we are continuing the gardening project we began last year. We have a large plot at the Liftlock Community Garden where we have planted a variety of fruits and vegetables. We discussed issues like poverty and food sovereignty and how they relate in Canada and across the world. We decided to create a garden as a means of making healthy, fresh food local and accessible. We will donate our harvest to OPIRG's Food Cupboard because food banks are often lacking in fresh produce and we believe access to healthy food is a right. We will also be preparing to send a delegation of youth to the People's Social Forum in August. We are proud to say we've done a lot of things this year that haven't made it into this video. Honorable mentions include the National Energy Board hearings, OCIC Global Citizens Forum, anti-oppression workshops, End Immigration Detention, letter writing and demonstration, United Way grant writing, youth poetry slams, food justice workshops, Women in Politics youth panel, OCIC Theater of the Oppressed Poverty workshop, seed bombing workshop, and the Indigenous Women Allyship workshop.